Here's Tomoyasu, who's gone alongside his captain. Yoshida still playing with back five. Just to stem the German tide that swarmed all over them for large parts of that first half. Strong run this. Real incursion from Muller. And then the shot from Muller's pass, picking out Gnabry. He had options in the middle, but he went for glory. Superb run by Thomas Muller. And does he have a pass at the end of it? Of course he does. The flick with the outside of his boot. There wasn't really an obvious pass, was there? The cutback was a little bit difficult actually for Muller. And had snuffed that one out. And it wasn't easy yet. Be ultra precise to find Muller right on the penalty spot. You have to go back to 1978 for the last time Germany lost a World Cup game leading at half-time. 21 matches in total, they won 20 of them. And Germany's press is good. Well, here's a tough one for you. But I'm going to put you in Moriyasu's dressing room at half-time. How do they get out of this stranglehold? Well, first of all, you've got to make sure that you maintain your levels of concentration. I thought they got a little bit ragged towards the end of that first half. One or two of the gaps that absolutely were not there in the opening 15 or 20 minutes, when you can get a little bit excited, no matter how experienced you are sometimes. It could be your first World Cup or your potentially your last. You know, they seem to have had that level of composure, which I was impressed with. But then maybe, you know, those long periods of defending, you know, they take it out of you and you're not getting anything going in the final third. It's more difficult as the two units, the defensive one in the middle and of course at the back. So maintain your discipline and be patient, and hopefully Germany may blow themselves out just that little bit. Not physically, but emotionally, may they feel, well, you know what, there's not much of opposition, let's save our energy, and that's a moment, hopefully, for them to pounce as the opposition.
Gundogan, again, with that innate ability to find space. One of those players, Ilkay Gundogan, is so easy on the eye because you don't have to chase around like a whirling dervish to find space.
This game is simple, isn't it? As you said, I'm in that position finally, and he's got a fantastic tutor right now in his club manager, of course, Pep Guardiola. But in truth, he was pretty much fixed like that from his days at Borussia Dortmund.
Space finds you sometimes.
The better you are, the more space opposition players give you, because they're not getting too tight in trouble. You flick it around the corner, and the players just have that respect of being given that little bit more time, and sometimes they have earned it over the course of their career.
And this is a decent one, trying to engage a challenge, but a level of threat there from Ito.
Dodge off the ball, certainly wasn't a penalty. There's Kamada, who's got an eye for goal. He comes in and hits it powerfully. Is that on target before it takes a deflection? No, I think that's maybe sailing over the crossbar anyway, but they'll take it.
Kamada with the corner. Germany can get out here. Good ball carrier, Gnabry. Searching ball, which is well defended. Yoshida will get there first, but breaks kindly for Gundogan. Rom. Musiala. That's his way to a shooting position. Brilliant for the teenager. Oh, you act was the finish. Like a slalom skier.
He's got great feet, this young boy, was glided past 3-4 opposing players. In the end, he puts a corner and goes to ground. Expecting a shot, which never came. And that's twice now. He's found himself in a good position, and he's been way over the crossbar. Just moving sideways like that. But had to reset himself to get good balance.
For Japan is a trip to the Ahmad bin Ali Stadium in Al Rayyan to play Costa Rica in 4 days' time. They'll be back here at the Qualifer to complete the group against Spain on December the 1st. Germany play Spain in 4 days. That will be certainly one to watch. Two favourites, of course, to move forward from this group to the round of 16. The only disappointment for Germany, has played well the long stretches of this game, is
it's only 1-0.
Yeah.
And those tenuous leads can be snuffed out so easily.
And he will know that.
Yeah, so will Hajime Moriyasu. Big problem he has is that couldn't really pick out 2 or 3 players that were really on their game in that first half.
Just for a brief moment, they were empty in the centre of midfield, Germany. Neuer stays at home.
That's a shame.
That was a correct call.
Yeah, the cross was badly overhit in the end.
little scope there for Kamara. Still believing.
He's had a lot more on Loy. He won't always clear it immediately with his left foot. Managed to drag the ball across the face of goal. Looking for that opening, looking to be able to play it out on the floor, 10 or 15 yards. I dare to suggest with Noah as well that he's a little bit slower on his feet in the last couple of seasons.
Well, this is comfortably Japan's best passage of the game with the ball at feet. Just went a fraction too early, Kamada, but there wasn't a lot in it. Trying to do something about the heavy slant in Germany's favour of possession in that first half. There's room for Ron. Havertz! Gonda can't hold on. He's in no man's land at the moment, the goalkeeper. The flag is up for the assistant on the far side, and a little glance to his left, and he was happy to see it, Gonda.
Ron was put in a great shift, hasn't he? Well, that's not even close to being offside, is it? Pass was just a little bit heavy, wasn't it, from David Raum? Goalkeeper was always favourite. That's one really should have scooped up first time.
Some encouragement in the 10 minutes we've had of the second half for Japan. Spent more time on the ball, certainly. In that first half, 10 of the 11 Germany players had more touches than their counterparts. The only player that didn't was Havertz. Challenge came from Itakura there on Musiala, who felt it.
Yeah, they're painful, even when you are expecting it. I think he knew that he was about to be hit.
Double substitution coming up for Japan. We're going to see the exciting Kaoru Mitoma of Brighton and Hove Albion in the English Premier League. Nagatomo, the veteran fullback, coming off, and Maida is going to make way to Takuma Asano as the other player that's come on, another of the German-based players. He's with Bochum, and a striker. So they've looked for that potential for goals at the top end. Here, 3-on-3. Hit by Ito. Offside. Rudiger was releasing the near post effectively.
A great steal. Look at how quickly they move the football. Not about cross, is it? There's Rudiger. Big pressure on that, just beyond the near post.
Well, I was fortunate to commentate on Japan's thrilling match 4 years ago in Kazan, Russia, when they led Belgium by 2-0 with a little over 20 minutes left. Seemed to have the game in their grasp, and it was a round of 16, and they had gone further than they'd ever been before had they won. But full credit to Belgium on the day for the response, and Nasser Chadli's last gasp goal broke Japanese hearts that day. Oh, it was a wonderful game.
They couldn't resist it. They got carried away with the occasion. They suffered for it.
Remember, in that nightmare group stage for Germany in Russia, no clean sheet in the 3 matches. As we mentioned earlier, lost 2 of them and went home. All kept in by Musiala. Starting to exert a little bit of influence now, the teenager. Musiala again. And it kisses the post on its way out. And İlkay Gündoğan was expecting more, I'm sure.
We delayed just that little bit. I mean, the opportunity was there to slide into Serge Gnabry. And once again, Gündoğan goes for placement. Just grazes the outside of the post.
He's been like a magnet in this game, Gündoğan. So many situations have landed to him, and here he is once more. Another good pass, in by Gnabry. Work to do still here for Japan. No Gündoğan this time to be seen. Options left and right. The Japan are in. No cigar for Takuma Asano.
Well, that was tight, wasn't it? Rudiger does well. He doesn't get too close. He forces Takuma Asano to shoot. What would have been a tough distance, angle-wise, as well, to beat Neuer. A little bit of luck, didn't they, the way the ball broke through in the middle of the park. And as you said, there was no Gündoğan this time, recovering.
Sakai with a good steal. Ito. Muller. More encouraging signs, though, for Japan. Musiala. He has got the happiest of feet at times, Jamal Musiala.
Skor is lucky to get away without the yellow card there. Yeah. Sometimes you're just beaten by pure skill.
Musiala's receptions of the ball. A very healthy number.
It's not just the numbers, it's the areas in which he receives it. You know, he's picking it up sometimes 10 yards outside the box where challenges are coming in, thick and heavy. Doesn't have the biggest of frames, but he's brave enough to do it. Don't make this starting lineup without having real quality and bravery in your game.
Pleased with the application that we've seen in the last 8 or 9 minutes. Think tank at work.
Yeah, they've been rocking defensively, but in a way that those last 10 or so minutes, and indeed the next, 10 perhaps, even up to minute 80, if it remains at 1-0, it's just as important for Germany as they are for Japan, because Without the second goal, then you're inviting tension into the game, aren't you? Whether you like it or not, no matter how powerful a unit you are, at 1-0 going into the last 5 minutes, there'll be some nerves on the side that is leading.
Still lacking that attempt on target though, Japan. Asano's too heavy there. Rudiger's not short of pace.
Rudiger with a bit of fun and games here. He's got him covered, yeah. Just see how he gives it the old two-step. Says nobody's getting past me tonight.
Eat your heart out, you say. Endo. Offside, Ito. Movement on the Germany bench. Nancy Flick preparing replacements. Going to see Leon Goretzka and Jonas Hoffmann. Essentially fresh legs in midfield approaching for Germany.
Yeah, the quality and the depth of their squad will see Germany potentially progressing very far in this tournament. Goretzka is a top-class performer in a way. I think he would give them better balance alongside Kimmich and Gundogan, who would actually free up the Manchester City man to get forward and be even more proactive in the final third.
The nature of this game is changing by the minute. Japan are believing. Here's Asano.
Nancy Flick has recognised it, hasn't it? Hence the substitution that said Goretzka in the middle of the park. Somebody who will just beef up the side defensively.
Some good movement to the front line, Asano, since he came on. Now is this Japan's moment? Huge backing for them here inside the Khalifa International Stadium. We've got a little bit of freedom there, Itakura.
Yeah, Slotterbeck did well, just stood his ground, didn't advance too far. That ball was heading not quite for the goal, but diagonally across the face of Manuel Neuer.
So, Ilkay Gundogan coming off, and also Thomas Muller. The veteran with such a great recent World Cup record, and Muller makes way for Hoffmann. Japan will not be unhappy to see the departure of Germany's American quarterback today, Ilkay Gundogan. As he makes way now here for Leon Goretzka. And we know he can do Gundogan's job. Another Bayern player on in the shape of Goretzka. But the vista has changed, hasn't it, since that domination Germany had in that opening 45.
Yeah, so it's difficult, no matter the quality of player and, that you have on the field, to be able to maintain that tempo for 90 plus minutes.
Yoshida. Sakai makes the run. It's a beautiful pass from Yoshida. Sakai does brilliantly. Asano's closed out by Rudiger. Well, some quality in that from Japan.
Sakai Sakai with a superb run. He was well timed as well. I mean, many a fullback would be caught offside and after they just held it and held it. The timing of the pass was good, well drilled. That's a clever head, isn't it? Early delivery to your teammate. And actually, you're hoping you've got a striker real quality to fashion something a little bit clearer than that.
In by Kamada. And a simple pick up at the end for Neuer.
Rudiger knew that Asano couldn't do anything special. Just get close enough, don't dive in, don't go to ground. And make sure that you make it difficult for him to have an easy opportunity.
The drums beating louder from the Japan cause. Sakai. Ito. It's well timed by Schlotterbeck. One thing we could be certain of, Japan will not run out of juice. They are super fit. Musiala. Kimmich. Clever ball, Gnabry. Very good defending. Needed to be still in there for Germany, way by Gonda. Couldn't be sure where that was landing. Wrong. Header! Brings a brilliant save from Gonda to deny Gnabry. Full stretch away to his left. Crucial save from Shuichi Gonda.
Well, he threw himself out earlier. I thought he could have actually caught the ball. Said he didn't cover himself in glory, committing the foul that led to the penalty. Unselfish play from Serge Gnabry, backed off, but it wasn't a clean strike, was it, from the substitute? Yeah, there's the one that I think he should have just caught, or certainly once again pushing well wide of the post. And who's that? Crossing the ball once again. David Rao with a real teaser. It's a good header for Gnabry. The bounce is just a little bit too far away from the goal to make it a much more difficult save. Nevertheless, a fine stop.
Ritsu Doan has just come on for Japan. Defensive duties for the new man. Tanaka confirming the player that departed for the arrival of Juan. Almost as if Germany have woken up and said, right, that's enough, Japan, you've got a little bit of control, now it's our turn. Possession been fiercely contested here. The referee has a good stare at it and favours Japan.
I do feel sometimes that actually when you're leading in this situation, you've seen the game sort of change a little bit, you've lost the control you have, that a little more nervous when you're actually leading.
Finding it quite comfortable now to stretch the Germany defence. Kamada. Endo. Oh, great ball! And a wide open, brilliant save from Neuer! Whoa, what a strong left hand there from Manuel Neuer!
was Asano with the initial extra effort. Oh, what a save from Manuel Neuer. And Hiroki Sakai, fullback, not accustomed to being in that situation. Huge moments from a massive goalkeeper.
On cap number 115 for Manuel Neuer. Delivered there for his team. Japan's first attempt on target was very, very nearly a successful one. Another change for Japan. Sakai off, and on comes Takumi Minamino of Monaco. Japan have got three at the back. They are carrying a genuine threat now.
Here's a live wire.
Useful ball that. Oh, there is an equaliser for Japan. Well, it is no more than they deserve. And the man who just came on a few moments ago, Ritsu Duan, the perfect substitution for the coach.
Well, no, he's finally beat Disney. It's actually been good goalkeeper because he tries to scoop the ball away. He knows he can't get it wide. He's looking for distance and maybe some elevation as well. He doesn't get that kind of look. And there he is, Mitsui. Not quite a straightforward tap in. We've seen those have been side-footed over the crossbar. That was a cool finish. And just like the German goal in the first half that was coming, absolutely this one has been for about 15 or so minutes. A well-deserved equaliser.
4 minutes and 9 seconds since he came off the substitutes bench. The player from Freiburg in Germany wipes out Germany's lead. It's going to bring an immediate response from Hansi Flick from the bench. Double change forthcoming. But you just sensed that was coming.
Be building, haven't they? No, it pulled off a truly world-class save a few minutes earlier. Japan had not quite thrown caution to the wind, but certainly thrown the shackles off and decided this is a game that we need to try and get something from. We might as well go down swinging, as they say.
Do Germany respond in the manner of a team with a wonderful World Cup pedigree? Not on this occasion. Japan are fancying another. Are we going to have Saudi Arabia, Argentina repeat? Remember, Argentina led the Saudis 1-0 at half-time. Messi penalty. Germany's 1-0 half-time lead wiped out here. Germany players coming on, Nicholas Füllkrug shortly and Mario Götze in by Doan. It's a clever pass. It's clever defending too. He wasn't sucking in there sooner.
Karamatoma's got a real swagger about him. As soon as he picks up that ball and lets it go, I said, here's the danger man, here's the man who can really create something out of nothing and have a little pass to a teammate. Cross, carried out, equaliser.
So Kai Havertz and Jamal Musiala are replaced. Goethe, of course, the hero of the World Cup final win 2014 in Brazil against Argentina. Joined out there, Goethe, by Nicholas Fulkrug, who will be a new name, I'm sure, to very many of you. Plays for Werder Bremen. Only got his first cap for Germany 7 days ago against Oman, and he scored. A late bloomer on the international scene at 29. Well, we have got a very interesting final 10 minutes or so here. In by Gnabry.
That's a captain's clearance. Position-wise, he wasn't in the perfect spot. Full stretch. They dealt with that superbly.
Joshua Kimmich with the Germany corner. Commits. He couldn't get through the crowd, the goalkeeper. To be frank, he never looked likely to get anything on that.
It's a long way off. Good corner. Rudiger is a danger from set pieces. Yeah, you're not going to get a free kick for that.
We're worried about the height of Rudiger, clearly. Delighted Japanese fans inside this atmospheric FIFA International Arena. Oh, good run by Ito. Neuer will get there. A little less on that pass, and it was very interesting. Header in the closing seconds of the first half. It was their first attempted goal. Since then, they've had plenty.
Yeah, really tells the story, doesn't it?
They've got 10.
Massive turnaround.
Another Germany corner, responding to being pegged back. Schlotterbeck and Rudiger will be the principal targets for Kimmich. Fulkrug, it's good in the air too. It's a dash to the near post. Kimmich is taking his time over this delivery. Wrong. Free kick goes against Germany. Schlotterbeck.
Missed chances, missed chances, missed chances. And a couple of good saves as well from the goalkeeper, Chuchi Gonda. And we've had the opportunity, haven't they, to make it 2-0. That's even 3. And they're completely out of sight. That would have been fair, would it? Would have denied us this great finish.
Lovely touch there from Masai. The story develops. The story opens up.
The shock is now very much on the cards. Takumo Asano. What an impact off the bench for both Japan's goal scorers. Wow!
The reception of the ball there was so difficult to give himself the opportunity. Outstanding.
Kept his balance in the under pressure. I mean, it's awful defending from Germany, isn't it? It's a tight one, is it, whether it's offside or not? But once he gets into the 6-yard box, Neuer's got to stay on his line, give his defender the opportunity, Slotterbeck, to get back and try and deal with the situation. Once he did, and he didn't come out and tighten the angle, it was a decision that the German captain had to make. He was beaten, but I mean, the side foot him. He could have gone for power. He went for direction, knowing that he didn't need too much in terms of velocity to get it past Neuer, and did more than enough.
So what have Germany got by way of response? 85th minute. In by Rome. No white shirt could get there, but it did take a Japanese touch.
When that tide turns against you in this wonderful sport of ours, it's so difficult to get things back on track, to retain your or regain the upper hand, no matter how going to the side you have, and Germany finally got that out once again.
Any number of white shirts looking to get on this. Goetze. Germany players having a little inquiry of the referee there, as Goetze tried to muscle his way to a shooting position. Well, the Japan supporters are a real sight at the moment. Wanted a handball, I think Goetze was behind one or two of his teammates.
No, they're not getting handball for that. Thomas got his hand on his side. This is a much better angle, is it? Difficult one for Goetze to control. Now his arm across the chest. No chance.
It was only once he lost possession that he asked the question to our referee Ivan Baton of El Salvador. Unbridled the joy amongst the Japanese support. The famous day is looming large into sight now. If Germany lose, it will only be the third time in successive World Cup matches. They lost their final group game 4 years ago in Russia. And horrible memories of Kazan 2018 are surfacing again. This is the perfect touch though, look. Just allows him to get into stride away from Schlotterbeck. Just wonder if Neuer left too much of a gap at the near post, whether there's a level of criticism to be brought there.
I'm not really a fan of, ex-players, players who obviously former colleagues of mine sometimes who say goalkeepers should never be beaten at the near post. I mean, when the ball is that precise.
Looking for something there, it's Rudiger. Came under pressure, but nothing doing for Richie Dawn.
He went down easily. I was expecting the ball to be dictated, but it little bit of credit. I mean, in the end, he's hit the ball from what, 5 yards out or so?
Yeah.
I mean, you have to, if you're standing really covering, I mean, it's a tight angle, but always got to give yourself a little bit of margin for error that you can get your arm, shoulder up, or that the attacking player won't just find that mark.
I'll stand guilty of being a little harsh.
All credit is going to the goal scorer on this occasion.
Indeed. 89th minute. It's going to be a minimum of 7 minutes to be added on shortly.
The touch to put him in position to begin with was worthy of the opportunity to score, which he took.
Germany are going to get on Yusufa Moukoko. Only turned 18 3 days ago, replacing Serge Gnabry, the Borussia Dortmund striker. Some trouble, Uganda. She's 1-2, little questioning looks. Blue shirts at the back there for Japan.
Lovely ball in, wasn't it? Very easy. Fulham needs a little bit of room in which to work in, trying to get himself away from the defender.
Yusufa Moukoko recently became the youngest debutant for Germany since, indeed becomes the youngest debutant for Germany since Uwe Seeler back in 1954. So we are into 7 extra. Kimmich. Belgium broke Japan hearts in Kazan in 2018. Late Nasser Chadli goal from 2-0 down. That story hasn't been mirrored here. And having wiped out Germany's 1-0 half-time lead. Can Japan hold on this time? Put the proverbial cat right amongst those pigeons in Group E. The message out of the Japan camp was that they were ready, they were focused, they were confident, they were outplayed in the first half. But what a different story in the second.
Smart decision making, patience, brave with their football when they've had the opportunities, playing to their strengths. They're not a particularly big or physical side, but talked about how the running power won't be sufficient to beat Germany today. Got to play smartly, and they have done. The longer the game has gone on, they've believed in themselves, and I do believe that knowledge of German football with lots of their players, that's a big help. It has to be. When you look here, you look across the field or up and down, and you see the opposition players. Well, this is a couple of players who I see week in, week out, well aware of their strengths and weaknesses. And given time and opportunities, we can take advantage.
It's a slip by Rudiger. Doan.
Oh, it was nearly on. And it was on, just was quite able to get the pass. But worth the risk. Lots of blue jerseys behind the ball.
Well, they've had game changers off the bench, haven't they, Japan? But they've still got work to do. Moukoko. Oh, it's going to drop. Just not enough awareness there from Goretzka.
Fulkrug wants a penalty. He felt that he was impeded. So for Moukoko with teasing cross in. No. It's an accidental coming together, isn't it? Yoshida's standing his ground, he's swinging with the right. I think Fulbrook runs into him more than Japan captain being the guilty party.
Just wondered whether Goretzka could have, for a first time strike at that one and touched too many.
I'm going to say, but it's so difficult to do. They can't bring out that defensive line, and they just need to get themselves up another 4 or 5 yards. Just create a chance of playing offside then.
Rudiger. Well, there was an air of desperation about that from Antonio Rudiger. Japan are 3 minutes away. They can barely look at proceedings. Many of them would have been in Russia 4.5 years ago. The ignominy of the holders going out at the group stage. What a contrast. It's a good header. Oh, an excellent attempt from Goretzka. Met it on the half volley. Wasn't too far away.
Well, that could be it. He hit this one first time, didn't he, Goretzka? Got a clean connection on the half volley. Good technique. Fulbrook with the header. Oh, right on the edge of the box. That's a good chance. Completely unchallenged. Connection was pretty good. Ogonda wasn't beaten.
Getting the better of that tussle with Dawn. The last time Germany lost a World Cup game after scoring the opening goal was back in the 1994 finals, a quarter-final against Bulgaria, whose winning goal in 2-1 success came in the very same minute as Japan's opener here. There's a symmetry about it as Neuer makes his way into the captain to deliver something. They're running out of time, Germany. Advantage here for Germany. It's all about the quality of the delivery from Joshua Kimmich.
Well, it's the longest 10 yards I've seen.
Hearts beating fast in blue shirts. In by Kimmich. In goes Neuer. Couldn't get there. And that block by Endo. He celebrated it like he just scored at the other end.
Yeah, great defending. No, he throws himself at the football. There's Sul on the far side, on the near side towards he just can't get himself into position to find a teammate. Any kind of contact back across the face of goal.
Dramatic images here at the Khalifa International Stadium, approaching the 9th minute, added on time.
That's got to be it, surely.
There's no one in the Germany goal. Neuer wants to play in midfield.
That'll be wicked.
So close.
kalau kita bicara tim nasional Spanyol, atau ini ada problem dalam hal regenerasi atau ada ya, untuk bisa bertahan 4 sampai 6 tahun dengan squad yang sama tidak mudah, pasti dibutuhkan transisi dan regenerasi. Mau siklus alam mau dialami Spanyol dan Spanyol katanya bagaimana bisa begitu Eropa kemudian langsung kandas di Piala Dunia. Sekarang pun juga Spanyol coba menipu lagi dan mereka kemarin ya sudah sampai di final Euro. Baik, oke, dan pemirsa masih banyak pembahasan lainnya untuk pertandingan malam hari ini, dan kali ini kami juga punya informasi menarik mengenai wisata Van der Moskew dan Albida Park di spesial segmen Pesta Bola 2022 bersama Le Mineral. Berikut informasinya.
Selain menjadi tuan rumah Piala Dunia 2022, ternyata Qatar mempunyai beberapa destinasi wisata yang sangat menarik.
Oke, caranya gampang. Sebelah kanan saya ini ada pohon keberuntungan, ya. Pokoknya kalian secepatnya mengambil 3 pohon masing-masing dari perwakilan supporter. Siap ya? Ya, ada hadiah menarik. Nanti kita petik sama-sama. 1, 2, 3. Ayo suaranya. Ayo, Spanyol siap. Oke. Pecahin, jangan dekat-dekat saya, pecahin. Langsung pecahin balonnya, pecahin. Oke, coba lihat, baca, kasih lihat ke kamera, 200.000, berapa? 100.000, total 500.000. Oke, tenang. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 500.000. Supporter Tokopedia 500.000. Oke, kali ini saya mau tim kostarika 250.000. Wow, 500.000. 100.000, 850.000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nih, 850.000 serta saldo GoPay senilai 500.000 rupiah. Oke, saya juga punya informasi yang tidak kalah menarik. 8 laga eksklusif hanya ditayangkan di video, tidak ada di tempat lain. Jadi download dan langganan video sekarang juga. Jangan kemana-mana, Pesta Bola Dunia akan kembali setelah tonton berikut ini.
Ya, gak jadi di rumah, ketemu di salon aja ya.
Ganti tujuan. We got you. Gojek ada fitur ganti tujuan.
Ya, gak jadi di rumah, ketemu di salon aja ya.
Ganti tujuan. We got you. Gojek ada fitur ganti tujuan.
Ya, gak jadi di rumah, ketemu di salon aja ya.
Ganti tujuan. We got you. Gojek ada fitur ganti tujuan. Ganti tuh, oh udah.
Saksikan Pesta Bola 2022 bersama Le Mineral, sponsor resmi siaran Pesta Bola 2022. Pemain bola butuh mineral. Kita yang nonton juga butuh mineral. Ayo, cukupi mineral sehari-hari dengan Le Mineral, sponsor resmi siaran Pesta Bola 2022.
Indomie hype abis. Smoky creamy kebab Turki dan gurihnya rendang dimix di Indomie hype abis kebab rendang mix asik. Yuk cobain. Makin delicious, makin ender. Indomie hype abis kebab rendang mix asik. Saya sanggup lebih dan juga kita dari apa? Kosta aja lebih hebat. Fokus dan bangkit untuk latihan atau latihan untuk bangkit. Milih nggak tanding atau tanding nggak pilih. Lagi berani beda. Laga bola dunia extra joy. Ini dia sambal Indofood yang punya banyak level pedas. Sambal Indofood pedas. Sambal Indofood extra pedas. Sambal Indofood pedas dahsyat. Cobain sambal Indofood sekarang. Banyak pilihan pedasnya, bikin makan makin selera.
Nonton terus, main terus, teleponan terus, nonton terus.
Seru terus dengan paket internet dari Telkomsel prabayar. Berlimpah kuota buat nonton, nge-games, teleponan, sampai ngonten terus-terusan. Aktifkan paketnya. Kembali dengan ngobrol-ngobrol dengan UK tadi. UK sempat mengatakan bahwa ada beberapa pemain senior dari Spanyol yang dibawa, yaitu Skor, kemudian Jordi Alba, Spilicueta, kemudian ada nama Alvaro Morata. Tapi pertanyaan saya adalah, ini seberapa besar nih, seberapa krusial peran dari para pemain-pemain senior di kubu timnas Spanyol ini?
Ya, saya kira tetap krusial, tetap penting ya, karena bagaimanapun pemain-pemain senior itu bisa memberikan pengaruh ya kepada pemain-pemain muda yang sekarang coba diusung ya oleh Luis Enrique, karena mereka punya pengalaman ya, mendapatkan banyak gelar penting ya di turnamen-turnamen yang tadi kita sempat sebutkan ya, di Piala Eropa maupun juga Piala Dunia sebelumnya.
Tapi kan kita kalau berkaca kepada penampilan mereka di klub, terutama seperti Morata, kemudian Busquets, ya, penampilannya sudah tidak sebaik ketika mereka ada di generasinya.
Oke, ya itu salah satu bukti juga sampai saat ini Spanyol belum punya pengganti yang memadai.
Jadi ini mau nggak mau sebetulnya ya oleh Luis Enrique di bawah.
Paling tidak untuk sebagai apa namanya pelapis ya, Tim, ya. Di saat situasi genting tentu dibutuhkan pemain-pemain yang berpengalaman.
Oke, nah selain pemain-pemain senior, Spanyol pun punya pemain muda yang sangat menjanjikan, di antaranya ada Gavi dan juga Pedri. Tapi biasanya nih, oke, kalau kita bicara soal pemain muda, mentalitas diperlukan. Apa namanya, jam terbang ketika turnamen-turnamen besar seperti ini ya, diperlukan. Nah, melihat Gavi dan juga Pedri, bagaimana perannya di timnas?
Ya, saya kira beruntung ya, mereka memperkuat tim-tim bagus ya di Spanyol ya, sehingga mereka punya kemampuan ya untuk bisa langsung masuk ataupun fluid ke dalam tim termasuk timnas Spanyol. Kalau kita juga melihat bagaimana performa mereka, ini kan sudah disiapkan sejak Olimpiade 2020 kemarin, di mana mereka saat itu menjadi runner-up misalkan udah berhasil di final, seperti Gavi tadi Anda katakan, kemudian Pedri, bahkan ada Marco Asensio, Unai Simon yang sekarang jadi penjaga utama. Itu merupakan alumni dari Olimpiade kemarin.
Oke, seberapa besar Luis Enrique ini begitu percaya kepada para pemain muda ini? Kan ini pertandingan pertama, banyak kejutan. Tadi kita bisa melihat bagaimana Jerman dikalahkan 1-2 oleh Jepang, kemudian kemarin Saudi bisa mengalahkan Argentina sampai jadi hari libur nasional, atau Jepang besok bisa libur nasional juga. Nah, riskan nggak sih itu langsung memberikan kepercayaan, apalagi nih poros nih kan posisi mereka ini di tengah, Gavi dan juga Pedri.
Ya, memang sekarang mereka dalam usia prime-nya ya, usia yang memang sedang produktifnya, dan saya kira Luis Enrique percaya dengan kemampuan pemain yang dia miliki, pemain muda yang ada di Spanyol. Karena dari sisi mentalitas mereka sudah teruji bersama tim-tim kuat yang mereka bela, jadi tinggal bagaimana implementasi di lapangan, apakah mereka bisa menjalankan instruksi dari Enrique, itu saya kira kunci.
Itu artinya kalau kita melihat komposisi yang diturunkan oleh Luis Enrique, kemungkinan kan nggak akan jauh beda ketika mereka bermain di fase kualifikasi.
Ya.
Itu artinya nih kalau kita lihat di atas kertas, Kostarika ini akan jadi bulan-bulanan di pertandingan malam hari.
Ya, sayangnya main bola di lapangan itu ya, bukan di kertas. Jadi kita nggak bisa menafikan juga, tidak bisa lagi memandang remeh tim-tim mediocre ya. Karena sekarang sudah terbukti 2 kali dalam apa yang kita saksikan sangat nyata bagaimana Arab Saudi di luar dugaan.